about to finally get rid of the disgusting old couch that was left in here. Maybe we can kind of make them land on this. Get land on those so that we don't hit the grass too bad.
I got it.
I actually thought it covered the whole screen. Maybe it does. Maybe.
There has to be another film on there, huh?
I don't know. There usually is around the outside.
Yeah, there is. Okay. We might still have some entertainment yet.
Oh. Well.
There's one around the edge for sure. Here we go. Come on now. Oh, it's down here, that's why. Back up. Yee.
Yee.
Yee. Hey guys, today we are going to take this big piece of foam and put it in the old cushions of the cushion covers of the couch we bought for $5. Let's get into it. So I bought this at Joann's. This is 5-inch high density furniture foam, and I got a 2-yard piece of it, so they cut it for me, but I have to cut this into cushion size pieces now, and I have my measurements taken already, but I will double check and measure the cushions again to make sure I'm correct. And then to cut it, I have an electric meat carving knife, which kind of is surprising, but when I worked at Joann Fabric, this is what we use to cut the lengths of this for people, and it works really well. I think everybody has one of these in their home. I don't, because my home is new, but my mom did, and she let me borrow hers. So we're going to cut it with this, and it should just be like rectangular pieces, and stuff it into the cushions and see how it goes. So I'm going to put these in here while it's not plugged in, because these kind of scare me. You can see this is 5-inch thick foam, and it should cut through okay. Hopefully you can see it. I think you can. One of the most underrated features of the Apple Watch is to be able to see what your camera can see. I use it all the time when I'm recording these videos. Super useful. So I'm going to lay this down for a moment, and I need to grab a Sharpie, and I'm going to get my tape measure as well. That'll work. Alrighty, here's the cushion. We washed it at the laundromat, so most of that powdery stuff is gone now. So I'm going to measure the width first, which I believe is actually the exact width of the foam piece I got. So I'm only going to be making 1 cut per cushion. That should be pretty nice. I'll double check though with my tape measure. So when I read online, it said to take the measurement of your cushion and then add 1/2 inch to all your measurements, and then round up your measurements if it's over 1/2 inch to the next inch, if that makes sense. So that came out to, I think, 24 by 27 the last time I measured it, but I'll just double check. This is actually looking like 20, let's see what I wrote down, because I calculated this before. And it'd be nice to not have to do it again. Overall, I bought a little extra, a little more than I needed, but if I cut a piece too small, then I'm going to have a problem. If I cut something too big, I can trim it down, but I can't make something bigger once it's already cut. So I need to be really sure of what I'm doing. "24 by 22 by 5. So that sounds right based on what I just measured. So this is a 24 wide. That means I need to cut 22-inch pieces this direction, and that should be correct. I'll cut out one and stuff it and see if it works before I cut any more. So I'm going to measure first to get our length this way. So I'm going to measure the 22-inch mark. I don't have multiple cameras, so you're not going to be able to see, but I'll just try to explain what I'm doing. Or maybe I can bring you down a level here. Maybe you can see that, sort of. Probably enough to explain it. So I made a mark here, and then here. Okay, now you can see it. So I made a mark here. This is a 22 inches mark, and then this is 24, so that'll be good. And then I'm going to take my fabric cutting ruler that has this rotary blade on it. This works really well for cutting wallpaper and other paper products. You just need to change the blade if you're going to cut fabric again. But I haven't been doing any sewing lately, so I've been using the blade for other things other than its intended purpose. So I'm going to just line this up the best I can with the edge of the foam right here and try to square it up. And I can square it up because it's a clear ruler, so I can do it up on this end as well. And then I'm just going to take the marker and mark it all the way down. I got to move down a little bit. And draw a nice straight line. Like so. And now that I have my nice straight line, I can use the electric knife to just chop it straight downwards. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I cut down most of the way just to so that I don't get close to the carpet because I'm not working on a hard surface. I'm going to turn this around and make my last cut from the other direction. If you were working on a table or like on cement or something, you wouldn't probably have to do that, but I'm going to do it just to be safe. Okay. Can you still see me? No, I gotta move this up again. I won't have to show you the process for all of them, but I wanted you guys to see it at least once. So this is going to be the new sofa cushion. I'll try to put it in the cover and see how it fits, and then we'll know if we want to do the same measurement for all the other ones. This is a project that I've actually really been kind of dreading, but I'm going to be really happy when it's done with because we have the new TV in now. So all I've had to sit on and watch TV is the orange chairs or the papasan over in the corner, which are not bad, but it'd be nice to have an actual couch for the TV instead. Let's see how much of a struggle this process is. So far it's looking like there's not going to be a lot of give to it. Shoving this in here. Which is good because I want it to be really nice and firm, but it doesn't bode well for making this easy. Feeling like the width might be a little bit too much. I'm going to pull it back off and take a look. This doesn't squish down very easy, so you might have to cut, I might have to cut something more exact to fit. Although it doesn't seem too bad when I have it laid out like this, so what's up with that? That is the way I was stuffing it, right? The trouble is the zipper is a little bit smaller than the foam is, too. I'll give it another try. Whew. Okay, one is done. The corners aren't perfect on this right now. You can see they have a little bit of give to them. So I'm going to see what I can do about that on the next one. And then once I solve the problem, maybe I'll come back and figure this out. I kind of feel like I could put a little bit of extra stuffing up in the corners before I put the big cushion in, or maybe I can just do a little better job of getting like the top on really tight and then pulling the rest up. So I'll try the second one in a second and see if I can do a little better job. And then when I learn what I need to do, I'll come back to this one. But first, I gotta put a regular t-shirt on because this sweatshirt, combined with the work that it takes to put that on, too much. Okay, we got our last piece. I got a reasonably smooth edge on this one. I did a little bit better job. I had both ends being cut and this is the worst one, so I'm gonna put this one on the outside edge and then have this side be the zipper. So let's put the third one on. All right, that's the third one. So this one went about the same as the second one. It was pretty easy once I had that first corner in. Not the most even looking in the front. I think that's just kind of the nature of what I'm doing. I think the cushions are just maybe a tiny bit wonky too, so that's okay. Like I said, I'm kind of hoping that as they get used and get sat on, they settle in a little bit. I think I will try to fix the first one that I did and get these a little more filled in. But the other two, I'm going to leave. I think that's going to work good. So the next step after this is to bring in the couch itself, the couch frame, and vacuum it down really good. I haven't done that. I didn't do it before we moved, or before I moved. So I'm going to bring that in, vacuum it, and then we can put the cushions on and set up the room.